Welcome back to another video with Carl's Garage, and in today's video I am going to be replacing the drain plug, but not just any drain plug. I've only seen this video a few times on YouTube, TikTok world and stuff like that. I will be showing you guys how to replace a stripped drain plug without using a tap. So I'm gonna go ahead and get right into the video, no introduction. I bought this car off of Facebook Marketplace. Go check out all those videos. As you guys know, Carl's Garage here. We flip and buy cars and stuff like that. I actually might keep this because my daughters and son, same age, are about to be 14, and we're gonna start teaching them how to drive in this. It is for sale. I do want $3,500 for it, but there's oil everywhere in this vehicle. And I had never changed the oil since I bought the car a few months ago. Go ahead and show them the 2012 Toyota Camry. This one is next. I already did the valve cover gasket on that one. I got a few other really cool goodies, backup camera, 10-inch screen, Android Auto, Apple CarPlay. So stay tuned for those videos. Go watch the valve cover video. It's pretty cool. I did that with my son. Now I'm filming with my daughter. And today I need to change this specific, very unique plug. I actually have never seen this before, but it's pretty cool. The reviews are really high. And if you have a stripped drain plug, you can either retap it and then put in a new sleeve, then a new drain plug, or you can use this where it's self-tapping, and then inside of it, you to change your oil in the future, you just use the little Allen key and you take out the little smaller thing inside. And again, for a car that's $2,400 that I got it for before I fixed everything on it. Cleaned up the interior. Remember, it's super smoky. It was a smoker car. Cleaned up everything, ionized it, got this thing smelling pretty good. Fixed the window seal, fixed the valve covers, fixed the power steering pump, fixed the idle, fixed everything on it. Now I gotta fix the drain pan because it was leaking. Then I'm gonna clean up everything under. Oh, I fixed the transmission. Go check out that viral video. I am almost 250,000 views on TikTok on the video to teach people that you actually do have a transmission filter in this car. So I'm gonna go ahead, crack this open. And this right here is the piece. This is the piece. I'm gonna show you guys the part number, baby girl. Go ahead, get that for them, okay? This right here, and we're gonna crack it open. Oh, this is the company. And I'll put a link in the description below too. And I got the car already jacked up, and it looks like, yeet. I got so this is it. Come on in. Yep, so this is it. This beautiful, cool little part. They do a really good job. And this is going to, hopefully, it's big enough and oversized, because that's what you need. You need an oversized plug. So hopefully this is able to screw in and use. The reason why they cut out these little grooves right here, I kind of put my hand behind it. The reason why they cut out those little grooves right there is for relief, because if it was solid, it wouldn't be relief. So it's hollow, so it can relieve in there and then tighten and expand and stuff like that. And it comes with a nice little gasket. Now, am I gonna put some, let me show you guys what I'm gonna add as well. This black adhesive sealant, I am gonna add a little bit more around this thing because I don't want that original drain plug to leak. And then what's really cool, you take this, it comes with actually more gaskets. It even comes with the metal one, but I've seen bad reviews on the metal one. So I'm gonna go with the green one that's there. And then, once this is all, I don't know if there's a torque spec or not, but once this is all tight in there, sealed, then you just take this right here, you're gonna turn it, it's gonna back it out. So this will be my new drain plug thing moving forward. Sorry about that, buddy. You're just gonna back it out like this, and then the oil will drain out. And see, it comes with its own little gasket. And I have a bunch of these. I bought a gasket kit, so I'm moving forward. So again, this is how you can save your oil pan. And look, and then my oil will come out of there. I'll probably clean that out with some brake cleaner and stuff like that. I don't have a magnet. I wish I did. I might have to use like a screwdriver, because once you screw this in, you might get a little bit of like little metal shards at the bottom of the pan. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna plug this in, and I have a bunch of old oil. I don't care. I'm gonna change the oil anyway with Restore Protect. But I'm gonna take probably a few quarts of old oil and just pour it through the top of the motor and just let it run out. This way, if there's any metal shards or anything in there, it'll just come on out, boom, 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 because I don't wanna get any little metal pieces, because once this cuts in, it could leave some. So I am gonna flush it out with some old oil, and then I'll put in the new oil, drive it around, and then probably change the oil again. So I'm gonna leave this out for now, put this to the side, and my daughter and I, we're gonna get underneath the car, and we're gonna install this right now. All right, guys. All right, so we're underneath the car. This thing right here is stripped, so it's just gonna keep spinning. I actually was able to get it out some, get my tools. All right, so this is it right here. Okay, so we're just gonna gonna back this out. And again, what's crazy about this thing, hopefully no oil comes out. The oil came out the other day and I let it drain. Oh, see, it wants to slide in. Oh, dang it. Oh, told you oil was gonna come out because I want to show you guys. Damn, that's a lot of oil. All right, guys, so give me a second. It was oil draining and it wants to just go everywhere. It's so light, the oil just wants to just keep draining. All right, guys, so while that's draining, let me show you the plug. It's messed up. I'll show you the plug on the outside. But let's go ahead and let's start this process so this oil don't drain everywhere. There it goes. Finally, it's dripping. I can deal with a drip. All right, so we're gonna take this. Does it look clean in there? No. No? All right, I'm gonna try to clean it up as best as I can. Up all around it. Here are my eyes, okay? So how's it look? Can you see metal or no? Because I don't want any, they put a lot of sealant all the way around and I want it to be bare metal. Yes, they put sealant all the way around. Look at this stuff. I don't want that. Look at that. All that stuff, I don't want that anywhere near this new drain. Scrape all this stuff off. Crazy. All right, I'm gonna get a flathead screwdriver. I'm gonna scrape off all this other stuff. Hopefully the pan isn't actually cracked and they didn't try to, I'm hoping it's not the actual pan and it's just this area. Sometimes they'll just do a lot and it'll actually be a crack in the pan. Look at that piece, it's just flaking off. Got that off. Okay, now we're gonna start this. I can actually see. Remember, you wanna start it evenly because you don't wanna strip even more. You don't want to cause more of an issue. This is properly oversized because I can feel it and it will fit in here. All right, so I'm able to start it, but I just want to make sure I start it evenly. I'm gonna squeeze this in. And once it start unevenly, be very careful. Got it started. Now I'm gonna take my ratchet, 17 millimeter. Just gonna put the rag down here. It wants to keep leaking. Righty-tighty, lefty-loosey. And we're just gonna start. Oh, dang it. Okay, so I guess I didn't start it as tight as I thought I did. Try that again. Oh yeah, look. It's a very slow process. Like I say, you don't want to cause more damage than you already have because these things are self-tapping. They're a little stronger than the aluminum pan. So I just gotta do this right once. I ain't in here 5, 6 times. Because usually people just say, well, just go with an oversized one and just work with that. And it's like, no, that's not a good idea either. And then you're taking that oversized one out over and over and over and over every time you change the oil. This one's just gonna stay in there. That's why I prefer this one versus the other ones. But this is not really wanting to catch. All right, let's try that again. Hand is getting all oily. All right, there we go. Now I'm getting a little resistance to get oil all over me. Man, there's so much oil. Good Lord, it's like infinite. I'm gonna use a wrench. No, I'm gonna use my socket. Because it's just not having to turn it. I'm just gonna keep this here. Okay. All right, it is going in. Here we go, and the oil stopped. Now it's getting a little tougher. So now that it's in and the oil is stopped, which is good, or slowed down tremendously, I'm gonna use my gasket sealer. I'm gonna use some brake cleaner, clean it off, use my gasket sealer, squirt some in there now, and then go ahead and just drive it all the way in. So I'll be right back with the top for this. All right, I want to show you guys a trick again. Whenever you are using the sealant, right, you're like, oh man, I've been using this thing over and over for a while. All you have to do is stick a little straw in there. You get these straws anywhere and come in here, see, you just pull it. No, I'm sorry, you're gonna hit it, right? Now the straw is gone, and you're just gonna pull it. Oh, usually it comes all the way out. Oh, okay, it was still soft. Either way, you pull it through, and then that's like that, and then this one might come all the way out. Let's see if I'm able to pull it. No, either way, it's whole, so now I can squeeze some new stuff through, and you kind of just keep your hole, but usually what happened the other day, this solidified over this, and I was able to pull the whole thing out, but now I can squeeze some stuff through, squeeze it around that drain plug, go ahead and tighten it up. So let's go ahead, let's get back underneath the car. Alrighty, all right, so now I got the sealant. I got this black adhesive sealant. I'm gonna go ahead, move this, get all up in here, push this stuff through first. It's gonna be tight. I don't want to come through. Oh yeah, there we go. Let's try to squeeze this in there as much as we can. And this ain't perfect, but this is what you got to do sometimes for these cars. If you don't want to put any more money into them, at least for me, I know I'll be able to change the oil, no problemo. Squeeze this around there. Squeeze this around there too. Squeeze this. I want it everywhere. Not too much like this guy, but just a little bit enough. Give it that extra seal. I don't know what sealant they used. I think that's enough for now. I want to make sure I don't get any in my drain plug part. So that once I turn it, as I turn it, it's gonna get into the threads anyway. All right, so we are recording, right? All right, I just want to make sure. All right. All right, here we go. Go in a little tighter. And again, I want to see this thing stop leaking oil, because if it doesn't, then that tells me that this isn't working.
I smell.
You smell it? Mm-hmm. Oh, getting a gasket everywhere. Getting a gasket sealer everywhere. And again, you do not want to do this with an impact. That's not a good idea. Wipe off all this extra gasket sealer. But it's not actually, it's going in pretty easy, which I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but it hasn't, we don't have a drip of oil, so that's good. That's always good. And I'm not to the green part yet, where it's supposed to bottom out and seal. So right here, just gonna add just a little bit more right here at the end, here at the bottom. Squeeze that stuff up in there, run that around my finger, squeeze that in there, at least down there at the bottom. And I'll put my drain plug underneath here. I don't know if you're supposed to let it sit. I think you're supposed to let it sit for like 24 hours probably, which I will before I start it, but I don't know if like the heat of the car activates it or whatever, I don't know. So I'll probably let this sit. I am gonna run the old oil through it though. We should be bottoming out here soon. It is pretty much bottomed out. All right. And remember, it has that gasket, so has that green gasket. So you don't need to go crazy tight. And we also have the additional gasket sealer around there. That stuff's in there, it's gonna set for sure. There's no torque specs on this thing. It definitely did bottom out. Let me see if I can go any further. That looks, I don't even know if that looks even, but it's not leaking. It's not leaking anymore, which is a good sign. It's not leaking. I want to put some more sealer around this. That should stop it from leaking as well. This stuff is so hard to get out. There we go. I put some on my finger. Try to get it in there. Oh yeah, there we go. Let's get all that up in there. There we go. Let's seal that as much as possible. Any gaps? We want this stuff in any gap that we think there could be. And like I said, before I put any stress on it, I'm gonna let it sit first. That's the key. Do this, then you start driving it, and you're wondering why you're having so many issues. Let's try to get this up here. Squeeze in some more. Put my finger up there. Here. Boom, boom. All right. So we are in. Like I said, I'm gonna run a quart of oil just to drain it out, and then I can put it in, or I'm gonna put the little cap in, test that out, pour some oil in it, see if we get any leaks. Then I'm gonna pull it out, drain it out, then we're all set. All right, guys. All right, so we let it sit for like a couple of minutes, and now this is the drain plug thingy that goes inside. So you just, I don't even need the Allen key. I like that it comes with a little gasket. You just stick that in there. Like I said, what I like so far, I haven't seen any leaks. So that's a good thing. The last thing you want to do is do something like this and you see oil somewhere. But again, it's not under any type of pressure system. So we'll see once the car is actually on. So I'm going to go ahead and spin this, tighten this up. And again, this doesn't need to be crazy tight. Don't over torque this. Don't get in here and wrench it on it hard. Just take this little Allen key. Look at that. That's hand tight right there. Going to do a little quarter turn. Stick it in there. That's tight like that. Because once it heats up, the metal's gonna expand anyway. So it's gonna get tight on its own. Boom. That's it, nothing crazy. Now I'm gonna pour some oil in it and let's see what drains out. So I'm gonna leave the camera on. You guys let me know if you see any oil drain out. I'm just gonna put some old oil in it. All right, let me know. Do you guys see anything as I come back down? Do we see any leaks? I put about 2 quarts of oil in it, nothing crazy. All right, 2 quarts of oil. Yep, it's not leaking out. So now we're gonna simulate if we were to come in here and just do a regular oil change. Here's my rag. Oh, see, I thought that was a drip, but it's not. It's just the old sealant. So now I'm gonna come in here, stick this Allen key up in here, go lefty-loosey, and that like that. Make sure you don't drop your Allen key. This actually makes changing the oil a little bit easier. I think I am gonna tighten up a little bit more. So be careful, because you're working with something very small now. You don't wanna lose this little drain fill plug. It's very little. I can even feel it wanting to slip in my hands. That's something I will recommend paying attention to when doing this. If you have, it's very slippery. This should just shoot right out too. Very careful. There you go. So there it is, draining out. I'll let that drain out, stick this back in. I already changed the filter, so I'm gonna let all this old oil that I just did just to test it, put the new oil back in. But again, I'm gonna let the sealant dry for 24 hours before I'll put the new oil back in now. I still have a lot of cleaning up to do underneath here, because this oil pan caused a lot of issues, like a lot of dirt issues. So I'm gonna clean up this entire engine bay with a wire brush and some degreaser, clean it all up, get it all nice and shiny again. Now that we got this fixed, it should stop causing so many leaks. I'm gonna tighten up as many bolts as I can too. I'm gonna use my 10 millimeter, tighten up as many bolts as I can on this oil pan. If I have to add some sealer on the outside of it or whatever, but clean up this thing as best as I can. Let the oil sit in here overnight. Then in the morning, I'll start it up and we should be all set. All right, guys, she's running. I let it sit overnight. I did clean it last night. Real good, cleaned the motor up real good, as you guys can see. Sprayed it down, did some plastic stuff. And it's a little ashy here in certain areas, but I tried to clean it as best I could. That's what you guys are seeing, the little, it's just an extra water from last night. And then look underneath. No leaks. Now that is not a leak, that's just all the moisture from the water. All the degreaser that I use to try to clean all the oil. So you're gonna see smoke coming from different places, but it's still watery, see all the moisture. That's just moisture on the belt, that's all. So yep, that's gonna be it. For this video, I'm not worried about that. That's just water on the belt. And the power steering system, that'll go away. But yeah, she's done, she's running good. Gonna get inside, turn the wheel a little bit, all that water's gonna burn off, so this will be all set. So stay tuned for the next video, guys. And I'll show you guys how to install a 10-inch radio in this car. And I'm gonna be detailing the whole inside, cleaning it all up, because there's a lot of stains and stuff like that. So stay tuned for this next project.